What is up, everybody? So we're going to be doing an oil change on Seth's 2015 Yamaha Bolt in this episode. Real simple, just like any oil change, you're going to need a new filter and some new oil. And let's go ahead and go over some of the stuff we're also going to have for this. Some of the parts you're going to need for this install is a 14mm socket, and that's going to be for our drain plug for the oil. And we have a 17mm socket. That's going to be for the K&N filter because it has a little nut on the back. You're also going to need some new oil, obviously. In this case, we're going to run the Yamaha 10W40 oil. It's kind of recommended by Yamaha, so why not use it? We're also going to put on another K&N filter because Seth wanted that one specifically for some reason. But he's going to run that one. It's going to have the nut on the back. It'll be nice. And we also picked up some crush washers just because we don't know how long that one has been on his bike, and might as well change it because it was like $4. So let's go and get into the oil change. First thing you're going to want to do with most oil changes is get this thing started up, and you're going to want to warm it up. And just for a second, you don't want it to get too hot, but you want to warm it up so it circulates all that oil. And then when you go to dump it, the oil will be nice and circulated. So you won't just get the stuff on the bottom, you'll get all the nasty stuff out of the engine. All right, so the bolt's warmed up. We're gonna go ahead and get our area set up here. Yes, we are using my mom's cooking pan, but that's because I couldn't find my oil pan. It'll do the job. We just won't cook with it. All right, before jumping into the oil change and pulling the drain plug, we're gonna go ahead and loosen up the oil dipstick up here. This should make it a lot easier and actually flow a little smoother when the oil starts coming out the bottom. This will be interesting. This is how you do it in your own garage. Pull it away. A little overdue there, Seth. Put the new crush nut on there. I don't know, that looks a little bigger than the old one. So we cleaned up the old one. It does look like it's been used, obviously, because it was on there, but it fits much better than the new one. So we might stop by for the next oil change and do it, but for now, as long as it doesn't leak, we're gonna run the old one till the next oil change. Now we're gonna go ahead and break loose the K&N oil filter and pull that off and replace it with a new one. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the new one all set up. Nice and easy. Look at that, fresh. And now you gotta do this 4 quarts. We're gonna do probably a little more because I think it calls for 4.2, but we'll start with 4 quarts, check it, and then go from there. All right, so we went ahead and got the oil in, and now we're gonna go ahead and run it, let it warm up again, and then recheck our levels. So we already ran it for a little bit. Check the oil, it is where you want to be. We're gonna have Seth go ahead and take it for a spin, and then we'll check the oil again, just make sure everything's good. And that's the end of the oil change for a Bolt. Pretty simple, maybe a 30-minute job if you know what you're doing.